You too. All right.
Hello?
Yes.
How are you?
I've been better.
Can you please give me the last four digits of the credit card on file so I can access your account?
7977. Although you shouldn't be asking that. You know, I'm already verified through the phone number. I'm already verified the account, but you guys really shouldn't be asking the last four of somebody's credit card.
Okay, so I'm going to say your bill, okay? And I will check that for you, okay?
Well, I was
Talking about the bill.
no. We're not talking about a bill. We're talking about you're giving me $200 credit. Period. There's no ands, there's no ifs, there's no buts. You shut my phone down, not you personally. Xfinity illegally shut my phone down 2 days ago for no reason. Then I couldn't even get a SIM card with my number back. So they had to create two new accounts, which you're trying to add activation fees to. And my $29 bill for next month is now $129. Not to mention, I went 15 hours with no communication, no cell phone. I'm disabled, for one. Couldn't make a phone call because you guys canceled my account. And then 8 hours later, added it back when I spent all day yesterday at the local shop to finally get my number back, which I do have now. That's over 2 days of my time spent on something that never should have happened in the first place, and you're trying to charge me. You're going to refund me everything that you did, and you're going to pay me for my time. That's why I asked for a supervisor. Why I asked for a supervisor in the United States, because every phone call I get does not go to the US anymore. And if this is no longer a United States company, we're done. It is time to cancel everything. But you are going to refund me everything you just charged me and pay me for my time, is how I see it. The customer is always right. I am done with this crap of not being heard and you guys doing what you want. So there you go. That's what we're calling and talking about. You will see Xfinity canceled my account that it had a 4-month contract. You cannot cancel a phone under contract as the individual. Not to mention, I didn't even know it happened. I thought my SIM card was bad because it was in SOS mode at like 12:48. Then at 12:52, one of my accounts is canceled. Then at 12:50 something, the other one was canceled while being in Michigan, getting meat from the butcher. So yeah, no, this is not okay. This is an attack.
Now your account is not canceled.
But it was. Now it's not, but it was, and I had 4 phone lines yesterday. 4 phone lines yesterday because of all of this that had happened. And I have emails to show all of it, and you have the emails too. Yeah, and I mean, if you can't, I just need a supervisor that can do their job, because this you cannot shut someone's phone off, then make it where the company itself can't even turn it back on. You have to open up 2 new lines for me, and then you're going to charge me to open the lines I never needed in the first place. And then less than 24 hours later, now I've got my 2733 number back. My wife's number, which was 4599, is no longer because we couldn't get that one back, and she now has a new number. So like everything got messed up, and they can't duck it. You can't dodge it. It's right there, plain in paperwork that you can see. So that's why I said, no, they messed with the wrong person. I am not going to sit here and pay you money because you ended the contract. I have 4 months left. You illegally ended the contract. Therefore, I owe you nothing. This phone is mine. And we can go to court. But I am trying to be civil and just get a $200 credit because you owe me that after what you put me through. Xfinity, obviously not you, sweetheart. So, yes. And this is recorded for court, by the way. So you know this call is being recorded to be used against you in court, Xfinity, as proof of everything I've dealt with for the last 2 days. You're not the only one that can record phone calls.
now you are correct. There is just one line. If there is correct.
I have 2 lines. How do you not see 2 lines on my account? Wife, Trista, yes, there's 2. But yesterday there was 4. Because we had 574 904 2733, 574 904 4599, which were the first original 2 numbers. And I got the iPhone I'm talking to you on with. And then yesterday or 2 days ago, they had to, Alex at the local store gave us 2 new numbers because they could not put our numbers back on a SIM card. And we have to have a phone. I'm disabled and sight impaired. So, you know, I pay for a phone, but yet magically my service gets canceled. And then it gets turned back on 5-6 hours later. None of that should have happened. Okay. You working there know that shouldn't have happened. You can see everything I'm talking about. There is no logical explanation of what happened to me other than you, Xfinity, did it on purpose. So, yeah, it's time you pay. Well, it was $129. He got 1 credit written, but I want $200 credit because we're not playing a game of, oh, hey, we're going to charge you, then refund you. And again, none of this should have happened. They should have been able to give us 2 brand new SIM cards, or because you illegally shut down my phones, they should have been able to do everything. My wife and I have brand new numbers, the new phone service that we signed up for, and I don't owe you anything because you already took this month's payment. My next month's bill should be $20. So in order to fix everything, yes, it shows 117 now, but it was more than that yesterday. And because I'm sure by the time next month comes around, it'll end up being screwed up still to make this so I don't have to sue Xfinity. It's time that we get a $200 credit to fix what happened because there is no logical explanation for my phones to be canceled, not be able to get the SIM cards, my phones be turned into SOS when the SIM cards were fine, mind you, first and foremost. Then I go to the store, they can't give me my numbers back, give me new numbers, and I'm charged with $129 for next month. I say, nay, we're not doing that. And again, if everything was done locally like it used to be, this would have been resolved the first day at the office. But since you guys have taken all the power away from the Xfinity stores and turned them into a third-party shithole, now I have to go on the phone and only ever talk to people not in the United States over my cellular coverage. So, yeah, I'm done. I'm tired of communism. I'm tired of being attacked. I'm tired of not even being able to have a phone that I pay for that you guys control and shut off. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's why I wanted a U.S. citizen that's a supervisor. But if you can get me a $200 credit, great, because that's what's going to happen here. Needs to happen to make everything right for everything that you illegally did to me. Meaning Xfinity, not you, of course. Just to clarify, because I'm not mad at you. Thank you for listening to me. It's just been a very tough week, let alone 3 days. Because I shouldn't have had to done any of this. As soon as there was a problem with my phone, they should have gave me 2 new numbers. We were good to go. I didn't owe you a thing and walked out the door happy as a clam. But that's not what happened. Yeah.
First of all, let me explain the details of these bills that will be based on 25 November, okay? This is for the cycle from the 1st of October to the 4th of November. This bill is separated into first, there is $20 for 2 lines that is only private, one for you and one for you. And there is $18.55. This is for the unlimited data for the 2 lines for you and for you one. And there is $25 for the line therapy for your line and $25 for the line therapy for your line. And there is $26.50 device payment for the line that ends pay for this amount, we can make you like.
I am not going to pay for activations of phones that you fucking deactivated. What part of it don't you understand? I didn't deactivate 2733. I didn't deactivate 4599. I didn't want to go in and do anything. I didn't ask for unlimited internet. I had two phones by the gig, $20 a month, $5 for $15 a month, $5 for my iPhone. I was contracted to pay $20 a month for 2 years. I am 4 months away from that. You shut off my lines. They said they couldn't give me my numbers back, and you just literally read off what I just told you, that you're charging me for things I never should have been charged for to begin with. I didn't cancel my phones. I didn't upgrade my phones. My service was shut off by Xfinity for no reason. None. And you're sitting here telling me I got to pay this? I'm not paying that. I don't owe you that. Matter of fact, you owe me credit for all of that because I never needed that to begin with. If they would have just not shut off my phone or gave me 2 new SIM cards with our original numbers, we'd be fine. But that's not what happened. And then they said the new promotion, this is what we can do, which is what you're reading to me. And at the end of the day, with the new thing that we just did, my phone bill would be $20. But everything you just read should not be charged to me because I didn't shut my phone off and I didn't activate new phones. All I wanted was my 2 numbers reactivated. That's it. It's that simple. You cannot charge me what you're trying to charge me. Legally, you cannot do that. Because I did not shut my phone off. You did. No, I'm not paying an activation fee. I paid that 2 years ago with this phone. Why am I going to reactivate something that you shut off? Do you understand me? You shut my line off. You deleted my number. I had to get a new number because of that. Why in the fuck am I going to pay you when you did it? You could have just left my phones alone and not shut them off. It's that simple. Well, then don't tell me that I need to pay an activation fee that I shouldn't have had to pay in the first place. Are you going to be able to credit the account or not? Yeah, sure. Hello? 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 Well, fuck you. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. Jesus, this is what I'm fucking talking about. Try to be nice. Explain it. What happens? Oh, $25 activation fee. You shut my phone off. Not me. Fuck, I shouldn't have to activate a goddamn thing. Sassy, shut up. Right? Yeah.
Thank you so much for your patience.
Yeah.
This is another 2 minutes, okay?
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I checked everything. I checked everything with the back of the team, and the best option is that I will connect you to a higher department, and they will help you with that, with your all these charges. Okay.
Okay.
I will transfer and
Thank you.
connect you to a higher department. I just want you to wait on the call.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Just like when you got this call, I've been doing this is day 3. I'm dealing with something that should never have happened, and it shouldn't be this complicated. I know you understand that. So thank you for your help, and yes, I will be here. Thank you.
So much. I will connect you right now.
Okay. Thank you. And here we go. Third person. Every phone call with Xfinity takes 3 foreigners to do what 1 American could do. It's that simple. Oh, look.
My name is Lolita.
Yes.
Your Xfinity Mobile Care. Yes, good morning.
We're trying to get a $200 credit since you guys completely butchered my account the last 2 days, and it's still not fixed. I've only spent an hour and 3 days explaining this, but sure, why not? Let's do it one more time for you. By the way, this phone call is being recorded, so you know. Good. Sure. Yep. How is it I have had to re-verify my account 3 times? Every time a new person comes on, I have to re-verify something that's already been verified. You're telling me you don't know I'm me. You don't know I'm me by calling in from the phone that I bought from Xfinity Mobile, from the fact I've already turned in the information, and the only thing you guys want is a credit card, which is retarded. The last 4 of my social security are 2652. How about you look it up that way, like you used to? No, it's all right. I'm just trying to point out because this is all being recorded and this will all be played back in court. So there you go. 7977. Since you have to have my, last 4 so you can scam me and charge all kinds of stuff on my credit card that you don't need the numbers for.
Thank you so much, sir, for the support. Yeah. I was able to open out the account here for the mobile.
Yeah. Yes, it's for what you have put me through the last 2 days, now 3. Because you guys want to tell me that I got to pay an activation fee, but I never should have had an activation fee to begin with. Simply put, you turned off my phones 2 days ago on Thursday, turned my phones off, canceled my accounts while I still had a 4-month contract with Xfinity Mobile. Okay. You did this, not me. So our phones go to SOS. I go to the store to get new SIM cards. They can't even give me my number, and they said the SIM cards were fine. Meanwhile, I get emails telling me both my numbers and my accounts have been canceled. Well, I can't do that. I'm just the guy that's paying for the phone. I have no access to doing any of that information. I don't work for Xfinity. And what happens? They can't do that, so they give us 2 new lines. Then try to pull the $25 for a new line fee. No, we didn't ask for new lines. We didn't want new lines. We just wanted our lines to work. So they get everything done, and then you guys are trying to charge me $120 some odd dollars. The guy got me like a $5-10 credit, but I'm not paying any of that. I don't owe you. You shut off my lines. You ended the contract 4 months early. And then now you want me to overpay? No. And I've had to spend 3 days. So yeah, that 200 is just my time that I've had to deal with this bullshit with you, Xfinity, not you on the phone. You know what I mean? Because you didn't do this to me, Xfinity did. But I'm not playing this game. You owe me money. You shut off my phones illegally. And it took over 24 hours, about 28 hours to finally get my phone number back, which happened yesterday. But yesterday I had 4 phones when I was only supposed to have 2. And originally, both phones were by the gig. Shouldn't have had an issue. Should have been able to get the SIM cards, kept 4599, kept 2733. But no. Instead, they dangle this carrot in front of us. And now that carrot you dangled, you're trying to charge me for. Trying to charge me $30 for internet when I never had that anyway. The whole reason we had to do the 2 new lines was because you shut down my original 2 lines illegally. And nobody seems to understand simple English here. You cannot do that. That is illegal. So all I want, because you're going to fuck me around and tell me I owe. No, I don't owe anything. I owe you nothing. You took my $29 payment, which is only supposed to be $20 a month, for another 4 months. And now you're telling me I owe for stuff that I didn't want in the first place that had to be done because you shut down my phone illegally. So if you understand what I just told you, it's a simple yes or no. $200 credit now is what I want to fix what you have done. You can see all the emails I have. You know this happened. You know I did not shut it off. I was already verified and told it was an Xfinity call-in center in Asia that did it. And they don't know how the Asian lady did it. So there you go. Now you're all caught up. Welcome to the last 3 days of my hell. While being disabled and not having a cell phone because you shut it off. Again, Xfinity, not you. So there you go. Get all that? We listen to the sounds of silence. Hello? And there we go. Again, another wasted half hour. Nobody on the phone. Nobody here. All because we can't have American fucking phones. People working. Yep, nobody's here. Hello. You there? What happened? Oh, yeah. You want to give me money, but you can't do money. Oh, no, of course not. Now, if I could just somehow get my damn phone to sync like it was supposed to.
Or recorded. For more information about our privacy practices,
Mobile, United States supervisor.
Global travel test.
No.
Okay, let's continue.
Agent.
Please wait for the next available representative.
So I was on the phone with the mobile department, talked with the gal. She put me through to a supervisor. And oh, imagine that. Almost an hour into the phone call, and oh, we get disconnected. Imagine that. You can give me a $200 credit right now. That's how you can help me to solve all the issues. I don't want another transfer. I'm not talking to another person. Are you a supervisor? Yes or no? And can you give credits? Yes or no? Okay, then I need a supervisor. I'm not wasting my time. No offense, talking with you after I've wasted 45 minutes on an item that I've dealt 3 days with. Okay? Have a great day, but you need to transfer me to a supervisor in the United States of America, please. U.S. representation now. Supervisor, mobile. Thank you. And the phone goes dead. I love it. Nothing. Question: are you a supervisor? I am waiting for a supervisor. You cannot help me because you cannot give a $200 credit. I've been dealing with this for 3 days. I need a supervisor in the United States of America.
My name is Aldo. How can I help you today?
I'm waiting for a supervisor. No, you may not because I'm not talking to 6 people when I need a supervisor. Can you give a $200 credit? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay, supervisor in the United States of America. Put me on hold. Do not transfer the call. Put me on hold, and you get me a supervisor in America, and then transfer in, and you don't hang up until we have one. You are now the 5th person I have talked to in the last hour trying to get a supervisor. I'm not playing this game anymore. I need a supervisor, and you need to keep me on the phone till you get me one, please. Thank you.
By the way, provide some information. So, may I know what the service address is?
No, I am not giving you any information. I have already verified. I was on the phone with a supervisor, and magically the fucking phone call dropped. And now here we are almost 15 minutes later trying to get another supervisor. I am not giving you anything. You're not giving them anything. You know, I called in on the legal phone number that this account is tied to. You can't do what I need you to do. I need a supervisor. All I need you to do is get me a supervisor and not transfer me. Stay with me till we get an actual supervisor that can do a credit because I am massively owed after you illegally shut off my phone for 3 days. It's that simple. And you can't do anything. There's no point in me telling you I'm already recording this for proof in court how it's a waste of time for me to go from foreigner to foreigner to foreigner when one United States American could just answer the fucking phone and do the job.
So, may I have your name?
Adam,
Thank you, Adam. So, please.
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ay, caramba. Oh, let's see how long this one takes. Just a little howling. Nothing too bad. Don't worry, I'm going to be here. I'm going to mute for a minute or two because the dogs are going to howl from the fire department. I will be right back. I'm not hanging up. I'm just muting, brother. 7977 or the credit card if you want to pull up the account. 25028 Sean Drive, Elkhart, Indiana 46514 is the address. Hell, you and I might as well have some fun while we wait. And we're still waiting, but this fellow's been pretty cool. We're just waiting on a supervisor instead of transferring me from person to person to person. So I'm going to mute right now, and I will unmute when I get him back on the phone, and we hopefully get a supervisor for all those if anybody watches this on the playback. And this shall be used for court as evidence of the bullshit that Americans go through with Xfinity, and it should not be this way. You're doing good, Maggie. Oh, yeah, cancel all these phones. And in my car.
Supervisor is now reviewing the data.
Okay. Awesome.
So please, give me a moment.
Yeah, man. Again, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just glad you hung with me. Again, I know you could have transferred it, so thank you for sticking with it and helping me, brother. It means the world. It does. It really does. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm going to have a word with her, and then we're going to conference there together.
Okay.
And then after a while, or after like 10 seconds, I will be dropping off the line now.
Yeah, I understand. But I just want to make sure I one-on-one, again, thank you again for sticking with me for the last 10, 15 minutes to get me to the right person instead of transfer. So thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Well, we'll see. Supposedly we're getting one. So we shall see whether or not we actually got the supervisor. This fellow was nice enough to stick with me. Yes.
she's our supervisor.
Okay.
So she will be taking over the power phone.
Awesome. Shut up!
Hello, good morning, and thank you so much for patiently holding on.
Yes. Not good. For 3 days, we're trying to deal with an issue that's still not resolved. And now I'm an hour over into Saturday dealing with the same problem. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm expecting some credits because my phone was illegally shut off, canceled while being under contract. Then we went to go get new SIM cards because our phones went in SOS mode. Hold on 1 second. Or should come on when the dog. Shut up! Thursday, Xfinity shut off my phone illegally while being under contract for 4 more months. We went to go get new SIM cards because our phone said SOS. At the store, they could not give us our phone numbers back because it was locked. They couldn't figure it out. Spent all day there trying to get our numbers back. So they opened up 2 new accounts, which you guys are charging me for, activation fees and all this other crap. I refuse to pay because I shouldn't have to in the first place. I didn't not pay my phone. I didn't do anything to shut off my lines under contract. Xfinity did. So I am very nicely, since I've dealt with this for 2 days, been at the store and all that, asking for a $200 credit. Because right now, my phones are still not right. And I know as soon as November comes around, they're still not going to be right. And I'll still be arguing till December, January, and February when the actual 4-month contract is over. And then I will dump you and be done. But until then, I'm expecting to get paid for my time. And since it's still not fixed, I'm expecting a $200 credit, which should be $300 since this is day 3 and here I am still dealing with it. But if you can get me the $200 credit that can get us through to hopefully get the phones fixed, we'll be good. Because locally, I can't do anything. You've taken all the power away from the people at the stores. They could have taken care of this, but now they can't do that. I have to wait to get a supervisor. And again, I started this phone call almost an hour and a half ago and have talked to 8 people. All of this has been recorded and will be put in front of the court, in front of the judge when I sue. So there you go. But right now, that's what I'm looking for because my phones still aren't right. You're trying to charge me for internet and all this other stuff for a new promotion that I never asked for in the first place because you shut off my 4599 and 2733 numbers. So they gave us 2 new numbers, which again created the ticket with all the stuff you see, but none of that should have happened because I didn't end my accounts. I didn't cancel my accounts. Xfinity did. It's that simple. It's a oops, we messed up moment. And on you, Xfinity, obviously not you, the supervisor. But yeah, that's where I'm at. You can see all the emails where everything was messed up too on your guys' end from Thursday to Friday to still today. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Thank you so much for providing all of this information. And I believe the $200 adjustment that you are requesting, this is for the inconvenience that you have to go through when it comes to, canceling all your
Right.
and your phone number.
Yeah, it should have been, honey, it should have been as simple as when the SIM cards were put in SOS mode, we should have been able to get 2 new SIM cards with our numbers. And even Alex, the supervisor at the local Elkhart store, Indiana store, tried and couldn't. All he would have had to do was give us 2 new SIM cards with our numbers and everything should have been fine. Instead, he gave us 2 new numbers and said, what we'll do is we're going to do the new promotion going on. So our phone bill will be $20 and everything was supposed to be credited, including the activation fees that never should have been applied to begin with because I never canceled my, it's that simple. If you guys would give the power back to the guys in the stores, you and I wouldn't be having this conversation. Matter of fact, you should be at a store. There should be supervisors for people to come in and talk to because I'm sight impaired and it has been a nightmare because I can't just call in anymore. I got to use a virtual assistant that I can't see. But either way, yes, you are going to compensate me for what I have been through the last 3 days because this is all illegal and never should have happened to begin with. You can't shut someone's phone off, then charge them to activate it when it was still under contract. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, for this one, for us to be able to, validate everything and process the adjustments that you're requesting for when it comes to the mobile service, we really have to contact our mobile billing department. In that way, they can be able to validate and apply the adjustments that you are requesting for. So, if you want, what I can do here is that I can go ahead and get in touch with my colleague from the mobile department, mobile billing. In that way, we can be able to provide the information that you have mentioned, and it could be able to validate everything.
Okay, but I thought that was the whole point. I was waiting to talk to you, the supervisor, to do this. Why do I have to wait on another person?
Because I am not from mobile billing, sir. I do not present mobile issues here.
I tell you what, why don't you just credit my Xfinity account then?
No, we cannot do it. No, we cannot do that. We have to validate everything. Providing adjustment towards the account, most especially because of the inconvenience. That from the process. And since you have mentioned that this is something to do with the mobile service being shut down, even though you are under a contract with with account with the current, with the current payment, it really has to be under the mobile department.
But I was on mobile this whole time, and that's why I don't understand. Why is it when you guys transfer phone calls, it goes from mobile to somebody else? When I started this conversation an hour and a half ago, I started with somebody talking about mobile. Then we get to a supervisor, and you're not even the right damn supervisor. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put me on hold and transfer me, and it's going to be another hour of this craziness. Or are you going to do the right thing and actually stay on the line until we get somebody that speaks English, hopefully in America? Okay, I hope so. Good. Thank you.
Stay on the line. I'm going to place it
Awesome.
on hold.
No, thank you.
And
Thank
get
you.
in touch with our mobile billing.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. But for them to pull up your account, may you please provide the
7977. Jesus Christ. I have verified this thing for an hour and a half. 7977. Jesus. The last guy asked. The last guy asked. The last lady asked. The other supervisor that hung up on me asked. Jesus. Fuck you. These sons of bitches. How many fucking times do I gotta verify my goddamn account before you fucking do your job? Motherfuckers. Oh, caramba. Hour and 10. I was already on the phone before that.
Thank you so much for patiently holding on the line.
Yeah.
Madam, I do have your Melody from the mobile billing department.
Okay.
And she will be the one who's going to further assist you with the adjustment that you are requesting for, okay?
All right.
All right. Have a good day for the both of you now. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Ada.
Hello.
How is your day going so far?
Fucking horrible. I've been on the phone for almost 2 hours and 3 days trying to take care of this issue.
Okay, no worries. So we got the right person here, so gonna help you with everything that you want. Don't be worried. So I just want what happened from the beginning in order to I can help you with what.
Sure, why not? All right, Thursday. All right, here we go. Thursday at Thursday at 12:47 p.m. My phone was put into SOS mode. Shortly thereafter, at 12:51, my account was canceled. Then the second account was also canceled at 1:01. So our phone showed SOS. So we're just assuming it's the SIM cards. Let's be honest, it's happened before, no problem. We go to get new SIM cards. They can't give us new SIM cards for our numbers because the accounts have been canceled and they can't transfer the numbers for some unknown reason. 3.5, 4 hours later, they're still trying to work on that. So what happens? Alex, the manager, gets us 2 new lines so that we have phones because I'm disabled. We have disabled and elderly people here. We have to have a phone. So he hooks us up. Now, the lie was you guys always say, oh, well, you might not have to pay the activation fee. I shouldn't have to pay an activation fee because I didn't deactivate my phones, okay? My phones were fine until Xfinity shut them off illegally while 4 months under contract, period. You cannot dispute this. It is right there in front of you. You see everything I see. You see all the emails where they shut off my lines illegally. And then it wasn't until I think Friday that the line was finally reactivated. So yesterday I spent half my day from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., literally from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., waiting to have a meeting to try to figure out what they can do to fix it. And what I've gotten so far is you guys are trying to charge me for stuff that I shouldn't be charged for anyway. My 2 phone lines were by the gift, period, end of it. Yet you're trying to charge me for internet and all this other stuff that was never part of the original phone plan that you turned off. So, because I already know I'm stuck until February legally to pay off my phone, you're going to start paying me. And I'm asking for $100 a day right now instead of the normal $150 an hour I would get for the last 2 days wasted, and it's still not fixed, and you still won't fix it. Because you'll look at my account and babble back everything to me that I just said. Oh, it's $30 for the internet that I shouldn't be being charged for in the first place. And I shouldn't be paying 2 activation fees when you shut my original line down, couldn't give me my number, and then had to give me new numbers. It should have been as simple as, we're sorry we closed your accounts. We're going to give you $129 to cover all the nonsense. And her and I would have had 2 brand new numbers and everything fine. But that's not what happened. I did get my number back, 2733, because that's my number that I brought, but I want paid for this. This is a massive inconvenience. There's nobody in the United States I can talk to. I go to the local stores, you've turned them into third party, and I have to play phone tag with a bunch of idiots to get a supervisor who's not even the right supervisor. I've literally been on this call recording it for almost 2 hours to get to you, if you're even the right person. Because every time I get transferred, it doesn't go to mobile. Not that it should matter. It's Xfinity. So there you go. There you go. For a nutshell, you owe me money because you turned off my phone illegally. And as far as I'm concerned, you canceled the contract to start with, so I don't owe you anything. Legally, you terminated our contract by turning off my phones illegally. Correct? Yeah. This isn't a simple, oh, we can just BS our way through. But that's why I asked for $200 because everything's still messed up. And next month, you're going to try to charge me $100 and some odd dollars when my phone bill is literally supposed to be $15 a month plus $5 for my iPhone for 2 years. Yet I've been paying $30 a month being overcharged for the last few months. Fine, I'll pay 30. I just want to be done. But no, then this happens. And everything I said is documented. You've seen the emails. There should be tons of notes of all this happening because I've been on the phone for 3 days now, still trying to just get put back to normal, where it was, how it should have been, because y'all owe me hugely just for doing it. You illegally canceled my lines and turned off my phones. Xfinity does not have the power to do that in the United States of America. And just because the call came from China or Asia, as you guys keep saying, doesn't make it any better. Your tech put my phones in SOS. Your tech went in and canceled both my accounts. And yet it was verified on the phone that day. But I'm the bad guy because I don't want to be charged for stuff I shouldn't be charged for in the first place. And your way of, making it right is for me to deal with it for 3 days is where I'm at. So yeah, I think a $200 credit is the minimum you could do.
Okay, so I'm here with you, and I'm gonna solve this for you. Actually, just I need a couple of moments. And,
Yep. You're good. Yeah. No, you're good. All right. Thank you. And again, I was hung up on by the original supervisor, and here we are 50 minutes into this phone call to get to another supervisor to repeat everything I've already fucking said for 3 days. Shit. Enjoying your communism, brought to you by the good old Communist Party of everywhere but America. We don't exist. We fought wars for less than this bullshit.
Hello.
Hello? Yep.
Do you hear me? Okay, just
Yep.
like to question with you in order to make everything right here from my end. So now that you have a one line and I'm going to get the number is 2733. That's right.
That's my original number, yes. And then there's a second number that is still not right. How many lines do you see on my account? There should be 2, correct? No, that's not right. There's another number. Hold on. I gotta pull up my pictures. I don't have the numbers memorized because they're not my numbers. All right. What is? Yep. Nope. You're good. 6867 had been canceled because that was the new number for 2733. My wife's number was 4599. It is now active under, I don't know what her number is, something weird. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Let's see, 4599 was canceled, but that's where we're having the issue because you guys are still charging me. All right, let me get it in the just this is really hard to do being sight impaired, by the way. Christ, I don't know. You should have a secondary line on my account. You should be able to look it up. Sure. What's the last four? And I can tell you yes or no easier. Last four of the number. Krista 11 Pro. 4599 was the original number, and then her new number, it doesn't pull up the number. But originally both were yes, we're by the gig. And when we went in and this all happened, they made sure we had phones, like I said, which that's great because we need to have phones. We can't leave and not have a phone. But again, you guys are charging us activation fees. You're charging us for internet because both lines was supposed to be buy one, get one free. All I wanted was my original number back because all my doctors, everything I do is based on that number. But somehow you're still trying to charge us $30 for internet and everything else. I shouldn't be paying any of that. Her new number should be back on the 1 gig plan till we're done. And I shouldn't owe you 117 anything. Now, if you want to make up for everything you did wrong, yeah, you would have done exactly what the guy tried doing yesterday. Give us all, Alex from the local store tried to turn around and credit the full amount you were trying to get out of us, the $129 or 117 or whatever it is now, because none of that should have happened to begin with. Period. End of it. I didn't end my account to create new accounts. Again, like I said. So as of right now, you guys are still trying to charge me for unlimited internet that I never asked for when I'm on a 1 gig damn plan with 2 phones because your system's not running right. But again, it's day 3. I just want $200 on my account to cover all the headaches that have happened and are going to continue to happen until we finally get this phone thing figured out. When because the supervisor here in America, the regional district manager, is coming down over this entire event. So there will be a court case, just so Xfinity knows. But at the end of the day, this is illegal. It's time for you guys to step up and do what's right. You need to credit me everything that I was charged, and I needed a $200 credit, period. End of it. You owe me $200 for putting me through just having to deal with the phone calls, go in public and deal with this, and 3 days later still be doing it. That's where I'm at with it. Because you definitely should be giving me my phone for free after this and a free upgrade along with 5 years free internet, free cell services with after what you guys pulled. But no, I'm just trying to not go in the negative because I will not pay by credit card. That credit card you have on file is non-existent anymore. I closed it. I don't have a credit card anymore. So it's going to be fun paying you because I only pay in cash. Yep. Yep. We will see. Can we get the credit? I'm just waiting on an email saying so. Let's see. Mail. Xfinity. Oh. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, my name is Debbie calling from high station. How are you?
What the fuck do you want? I don't know you. Fuck you, cunt. I'll kill you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Worthless piece of shit.
Suck my dick.
You'd have to have one, you cunt. Commie sucks, dickhead. Yes.
So I just
Yep. No, you're fine. Yeah, yeah, all good. No problem. Thank you. Oh, after all this, I really hope it goes smooth. I don't want to deal with this anymore. After this, it's scorched earth.
Hello? Hello, Adam.
Yes.
Thank you so much for patience.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'm here with you. I checked everything here from my end, even the notations, everything here. So about what happened and happened when, everything. So the things that happened here. So I see here that the bill is getting high next month. It didn't issue yet. So the thing is, I can't put a credit for this because it didn't issue. So the system never can make me a credit for this. So just want to move the activation and just make me do this. So now the thing that I want from you, you call us again at the November 4th to remove this from you. And also the other thing that I wanted to speak to you about, so the thing about the promotion for the device. So you used to pay $5 or something because you get promotion for your device.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it was $15 for the phone line and then $5 2-year contract to pay for the device. Correct.
Yes. You get the line look you lost the promotion, but the line was canceled and
Right. The line was canceled without my permission. I didn't can and that's my whole problem here. How did my lines get canceled? How? Who did it? What me? I think you got to go through all of this in order to, and again, I don't owe anything. My monthly bill that I just paid, I was overcharged on $29. And again, I should be paying $20 a month, maybe $22.50, but still not 30. And then you guys took that payment, and now you're turning around wanting me to pay another $100 some dollars I never should have had to pay to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, all of this is a nightmare. So thank you for understanding.
yes, I understand this. But the thing is, the $50 is gonna take from this amount, but when the bill gets issued, so I just want to get it so we can remove the fees from you guys. So when you call us again,
No. I'm not calling again. I'm not. No. That's you are going to put the credit on. You can establish a credit right now. Put $200 and all this goes away. It's that simple. It is that simple. Because no, everything you're trying to charge my account for never should have been put on there in the first place. You need to reverse everything you charge, which right now is $117. I want another $200 credit for what I have been through the last 3 days. It has nothing to do with where you screwed up. You are going to credit my account an extra $200 because of what you put me through. On top of the 117 that will eventually be credited. That is where we are at.
we can't add a credit. If we need to add a credit, we need to wait until the bill gets issued for the.
No, we don't. You do not have to do that. You can apply a credit right now that will take care of the problem. Period. It doesn't matter. You owe me money. You can do the credit on it. We don't have to wait till the next bill comes up. Well, it should be deleted off there and there'd be no bill to begin with. Wait. What promotion? What are you talking about? I don't have a promotion. Yes. Yes. So you need to pay my phone off. I'm not paying any more money on this phone. No. You canceled. Who canceled my account? Can you see who canceled the account? You. Can you see it? Who canceled it?
The one who is canceling.
Yes. Who canceled the account? Who?
Something from my end here, I can't see who canceled your account.
Exactly, because I didn't cancel it and my wife didn't cancel it. We didn't cancel our accounts. It doesn't matter if you trust me. You should be able to look it up. You're a supervisor. You should be able to see that there was a call center that did this because I was already told that through 3 different supervisors for the last 3 days. And now you're telling me you can't see it. And you're telling me you can't give me a credit till next month. And again, you should already be able to credit the $117 that is there because it shouldn't be there. Then as for my phone, the issue with the phone and the fact that, oh, I should only be paying $5. No, that's null and void. I don't owe you for the phone because you canceled the contract illegally. My phone needs to be paid in full by you. And again, another $200 added for the inconvenience of all of this. Because I had to go in public and put myself at risk when I haven't been in public in 6 years. And have to go stand around germy, nasty fucking humans. But you don't care. And all you got to do is apply a credit. And now we are almost 2.5 hours into Saturday, almost noon, that I've been dealing with this. You're going to owe me another $200. $100 an hour is what I charge. So since you and I are still on the phone, now you owe me $400. How about that? No, you don't like that? Well, then let's get this done right today. I'm not waiting. I need a credit of $200. That is all I'm going to accept. And then you're going to write off the under 100 and some that you never should have charged me. And my phone should be free and clear because you ended the contract, not me. Period. That's the least you could do for this. I am not waiting. I shouldn't have to wait because I shouldn't have had to go through this, and you know it. As a human being, you looked at everything and know this should not have happened, sweetheart. So just make it right. Just give me the money. And then that way, next month when I call in and have to spend another 10 hours to try to get the stuff that shouldn't have been done illegally reversed, at least you won't be charging me or turning off my phones again. See what I mean? It's not about the bill, though. You're trying to credit me for a bill that hasn't happened. I'm telling you, I want paid for what I did because you did this to me. You can issue a credit for that. You don't have to say, because we fucked up, we want to give him a credit. You can say, because we shut his phone off and completely screwed him, we're going to give him a $200 credit to make it right since things are still not right and your system is behind. See what I mean? And you could do that. That was what I asked from day one. Can you give a $200 credit? You said yes. Therefore, I expect a $200 credit at the end of this conversation, which we are coming upon because we're almost 2 hours in. So that's what I mean. Don't tell me your system. I want you to manually enter a $200 credit and hit submit. And it should go through with no problem if you're an actual supervisor for mobile. Or do you need to transfer me to your boss? It's more than 50 though. You're not understanding. What do you mean 50? There's $117 fucking dollars that needs to be deducted from my account now. Not 50. Both the activation fees. The if I'm on by the gig, why are you charging me $30 for unlimited internet when that's not the fucking service I have, lady? What is my service right now? What do you see for my service? Clarify for the law, for the court that's going to hear this. What is my service? Both lines. What is it?
Okay, so there is one on the buy the gig, and other one was unlimited.
There is not supposed to be unlimited. I told you this. What part of that don't you understand? Both lines are by the fucking gig, yo. Both of them. That's what it was supposed to be, which is why you were supposed to be able to do the refund in the first place. Both lines are by the gig. They have always been by the gig. Just by you undoing all the bullshit that you did, it should be zero. Especially then for the $50 activation fees that don't exist. And then I still want $200 after that for dealing with this, which is about to be 4. Or maybe I'll just go get a free phone. Jesus. There you go, people. Xfinity for you. Not an American company anymore. Doesn't give a shit.